seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start turning it on.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that is another first down.
Handoff to the single running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The screen, and watch out. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. To the 15. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback.
Touchdown, UAB! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Looking to pass. It's Carney. He's got him. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Catch in the middle. It's Gathers. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskers in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. What a job out front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down. And
nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Pulls it in. It's Bettis. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Blazers are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Blazers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Makes the quick grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The play action fake. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Carney. Lofts one high and deep. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. We've reached a break. It's UAB on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Blazers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Defense in press coverage. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gathers. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Carney. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
That's a 1st down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
He wants to change this route. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And some room to work. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Blazers want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in stride at the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blazers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on third and goal. He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, UAB.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the foot. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to South Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Carney. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. They'll run the screen. Spins away from the defense. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up.
Good enough for a first down.
To the air on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. He unleashes a long one. Breaks into the open. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Got his man.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Gets the back moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the first half. Now, in the second half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. This guy can throw it. He'll pull it down. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back has it. Find some fresh air. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Birmingham. And And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Protective Stadium.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
To the air, it's Carney. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down, 10 yards to go. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gathers. Right down the gut of the field. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the running back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Bettis. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. They stop him at the 42, and they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Offense facing fourth down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. From the gun, running back gets to give. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Carney. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? There's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
There's a very high standard and a high bar when you're playing defense at Nebraska. You always hear people talk about the black shirts. Well, this guy right here, he fits into that because of his speed. You saw on that blitz, they had no shot of blocking him. He's able to get home to the quarterback to come up with a massive sack.
Might be changing the route. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Back to pass, it's Carney. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch, it's Harris. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Winton.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll go back to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to pull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. They're going back to the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Huskers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Nebraska! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting. Man, they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's the handoff. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Huff run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, UAB. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Winton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. It's
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Carney. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Making side adjustments here. looking to throw on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the fourth sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And the Blazers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carney. Rush is on him. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another